Raja. You sure? You good?
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry guys, some technical difficulties we faced today for a long time, but we got it. Okay, ready guys? Let's start. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamshachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Mahavidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Okay, let's start with the meditation first, and then we will do the 12th chapter. Ready? So, what happened?
We don't have some keepers.
Geeta? That's okay, we have extra keepers, don't worry. ये वाला दे देना उनको. Let's see.
You're muted.
Oh.
I
Thank
told
you.
you to unmute yourself.
We did all the prayer. I hope you guys did the prayers. Did you guys do the prayers? Okay, awesome. Okay. Let's do meditation first, and then we will read the chapter. Okay.
Wait, what is
The
it?
12th.
X, I, X.
1 1. So X is 10, and then
It's
12
up there.
is 1 1.
It's up there on the call.
Okay. First, let's do meditation. बाद में ढूंढना no. Can you put it back? Okay. Everybody sing Oh. As long as you can drag it with stopping the breathing, you can do it, and then start your Om again. Okay. So let's not take the rest on the back. Yeah, have your back on there. Put your palms on your lap with, you know what, body, intellect, and we are leaving that alone, and we are merging with our own self by doing this. Put it on our lap and say Okay, let's recite chapter 12. Okay. No pressure, but you guys have to sing louder because you are the only one in the class today. Right? So you ready? Can you see that? The shlokas in there? Okay, good. Otherwise, you can take this. This is
It's okay.
You good? Okay. Arjunuvacha evam satatayuktaye bhaktya samparyupasate ye chapakshara vyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamam. Shri Bhagavan uvacha maya veshamano yema nityayukta upasate
Shraddhaya
yopetas te me yuktatamamata yet aksharam anirdesham avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra samagantyam cha kutastam achalam dhruvam sanyamendriyam gramam sarvatra samabuddhaye te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhutahite rata
Kleshodikatastesham
avyakta saktachetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham vapyate ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya madpara ananyeneva yogena mam dhyayantam upasate shamaham samudarta mrityu sansara sagara Madhvanima chirat partha maya veshita chetasam mayeva manadastvam mayi buddhim niveshaya nivashishyasi mayeva ata urdam na sanshaya mata ichatyam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi stira abhyasya yogena tato mammen chantum dhananjaya अभ्यासेऽप्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि
कुर्वन्
मवाप्यसि अतेऽप्यसक्तोऽसि कर्तुमद्योगमाश्रिता सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं त्यागकरुयतात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानाभ्यासात् ज्ञानं ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्ते निरन्तर अद्वेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
समदुःखसुखशमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चय मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मानो द्विजते लोको लोकानो द्विजते च यः हर्षभयोद्वेगे मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्ष शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः
सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो
मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न द्वेष्टि न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान्ये स मे प्रियः समाशत्रौ च मित्रे च यथा मानापमानयो शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्द्रास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्ट येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थितमतिर्भक्तिमान्येऽपि नोदय ये तु सर्वामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानमत्परमं
भक्तास्तेऽतीव मे प्रिय
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम 12 कृष्णार्पणमस्तु The one thing, the last thing? Yeah. I think I will write it on the chat message so everybody should have that. This is saying that this is the end of the chapter 12th. which is, it says that Krishna Bhagavan said it to Arjun, and this chapter is Bhakti Yoga chapter. So, and it is the 12th chapter. That's what it is saying. It is Om Tat Saditi. It is thus in this Upanishad, sang by the Lord, the sign of Brahma, the signs of Brahman, the scriptures of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjun, ends the 12th chapter entitled the Yoga of Devotion. That's what it says at the end. So every chapter in the end we say that this is the end of that chapter. So that's what it is. So I think a lot of your Gita doesn't have that thing, right? So it's better to write it down so you guys can know what we are saying all the time. Okay, so we started chapter number 6. A lot of you guys were not there when we started chapter 6, right? So I think I already posted the video yesterday or day before yesterday for chapter 6. No, we did chapter 5. I will post the video from last week so you guys can look at it, what we did for chapter 6. Initially, there are 47 verses in chapter 6 and how it is divided. And we think we did verse 1 and verse 2, yes, last time. But I will just give you a quick revision. But before we start, I want to tell you a quick story. There was a woman on the airport. She came to the airport and she bought her favorite cookie, and she, with her luggage and everything, she sat down and was waiting for the airplane to come and the gate to be open. No, if you take that then you will sleep. So
No. It's straight.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so then this lady was with her luggage and sat down, and then she grabbed the cookie from the handrest and open the cookie packet and start eating the cookie, right? And she put it back in the
I know this story.
in the hand. Yeah, she put it back in the handrest, and then the guy, very young guy, was sitting right next to him. He took one cookie out of the packet and started eating. So she was like, what happened here? Like, this is he didn't even ask me and he started eating my cookie. She didn't say anything because a young guy sitting next to her. So she just let him eat it. Then she took the next cookie and he ate it. She ate it. The guy again took one cookie and ate it. So now she started getting little bit, what's going on here? Like, why is he eating my cookies? Then she ate the third one. The guy also took that cookie and ate the third one also. With his, and she started getting furious now, and she started getting a little bit upset. Like, what kind of manners he has? Like, he didn't even ask me. He started eating my cookies, and these are my favorite one, and I'm eating them, and he's eating. The audacity went to that level where it was the last cookie remaining. The guy took the last cookie and split it into the half and gave her the half and ate half by himself, and he threw the packet away. So now the lady was very upset, and he's like, what is this guy doing, right? He ate half of my cookie, I paid it, and this and that. And with his upset mood, the door opened for the airplane to walk in, so she has to rush to the gate. And then she went in, and she had a purse and a little luggage. She put the luggage in the overbin compartment, and then she sat and she took the purse out, and as soon as she opened the purse, what did she find?
Cookies.
The packet of cookie that she bought was in her purse.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I know this.
and she was eating
His
cookies, right? Now the same situation for both of the character in the story, right? The guy in the story and the women in the story, right? One person came with the great grief, right? In this, one character is with great grief, and one character here you saw with the great grace, right? That guy didn't say anything. He was so graceful, right? One character came with the sense of victim, right? That, oh, he's, I'm so victim and this guy is taking over my thing. The other character, the guy came with best of his virtues, right? Then one character here came with like you would say, oh, I'm cheated, right? And the other character in the same situation came as that I am, he gave the sense of charity, right? You see? So when we talk about any, there is a power what lies within the stimulus and the response that you do, right? So there is the response that can be victimized, the response can be full of grief, or the response could be full of like you feel like I'm cheated. Or the same situation, the response could be very graceful, very with the sense of charity. So look at both the character, and now you have to pick what response you have to give to the world, right? So hopefully everybody comes with the sense of charity, right? Or sense of with great virtue or graceful, right? Whatever you do it with graceful, right? So that's what I think. This story touched me a lot. The same situation, people react two different ways, and then they go through the path of that grief, where if you react with the graceful, you go with the path of happiness, right? So just keep that in mind when you respond to any things, that there are two different things that you can respond with, right? Okay, let's get back to our chapter. So we already discussed verse 1 and 2, but just for you guys who is attending this first time for the chapter 6.
What page is chapter 6 on?
Chapter 6, you have to check there. I don't remember just go in and whichever says V and 1. V is 5 and 1 is 6. Right? So chapter 6 is wonderful chapter. It teaches us how to do Dhyan Yoga. Right? So that's the Dhyan Yoga, yoga of meditation.
You're on it. That's so cool.
This is 6.
Yeah, that's so cool.
This is 6 and yeah. So in this there are 47 verses, and in 47 verses we have divided into like 6 different categories. The first 1 to 9 is the category where yogi rises to become jnani. So that was the first category. Now look at all the last week's video when I posted, and then check all the 6 categories that we discussed about. Then the first first slok, God says that the one who performs their duty. So God explains what characteristics you have to perform dhyan. Dhyan means meditation. So to go into meditation, you cannot just go in there. You have to have certain characteristics, right? So what characteristics you have to perform the meditation. So that's what God is going to explain in first 9 to 10 chapters, 9 to 10 sloks in this chapter, and then he will explain how to do. So in this chapter you will learn who can do it, how to do it, when to do it, what is the technique to do it, and what are the consequences you're going to get. So all of these will be explained in this chapter. Yes.
So 1 to 9 is yogi rises to be what?
Jnani. Jnani. So Jnani means enlightened. We already discussed in last chapter difference between yogi, sannyasi and Jnani, right? So he's saying that how you can become yogi to Jnani by this process, the meditation process, right? So that's what he's going to be explaining. So first shlok, God says the characteristics that yogi should have, a yogi or Jnani should have. The first thing is that he does perform all his duties without depending on the fruit of action. Means, who is this person who doesn't worry about the fruit of action? Who is that kind of person? Sannyasi. But what do you do when you don't, what yoga you do? What is the yoga that God explained, that you don't worry about the results of the action? What is that? Karma yoga, right? So basically you have to do karma yoga first to get to Dhyan yoga. You cannot do Dhyan yoga by itself without doing karma yoga. So first shlok he mentioned that the first characteristics that you have to have is that the person should not worry about the fruit of actions, right? So that's what you have to start from, the first thing. And then the second thing he says, the person who doesn't, in the first look he says, not the one that is without the fire and without the action. The person who doesn't do any action, they cannot do meditation. Usually what happens is people say meditation can be done with the person who doesn't do anything, no action required, because you just sit down and close your eyes and sit. What action are you doing? That's not the case. God is actually saying there is a difference. The person cannot do meditation if he is not doing any actions, right? So the person only with karma yoga can do meditation, right? So the first shlok was telling about the characteristic of dhyana yoga. Then on the second shlok, where he mentions that there are another two qualities that the person should have. Actually, the person can only do yoga if yoga means, now he's talking about dhyana yoga, right? Meditation yoga. The person can only do yoga when he renounces all his thoughts. So renouncing the sankalpa, he mentioned that renounce all the sankalpa. So sankalpa means all the thoughts. If you renounce all the thoughts, then only you can do yoga. Now we understand that, right? Can meditation, when you do meditation, we are saying Om, but you are thinking, oh, today is holy. I need to go and, I need to go to the temple and there will be good puja and Om. And then I have to cook dinner. Om. So that is not the meditation. That's what Bhagwan is saying. If you want to really do dhyana yoga, then you have to renounce all the thoughts that are keep going in there, right? So those were the two characteristics that he spoke in first and second shlok, which we covered last week. Now let's get to the shlok number 3.
I don't think did we do 2 last?
We didn't do 2 last year? I thought we did.
I didn't write it.
Oh, you didn't write it?
I only have 1. Like we translated for 1 fully.
We didn't do the 2. I thought we did it. That's why I'm.
Oh,
That's fine. I can say it. Say, what does it say?
We didn't talk about the eightfold yoga system. When did we talk about that?
Eightfold yoga system. We talk about it in, I think, the regular meditation we talk about, right? What is regular meditation and what is the meditation what God is talking here. We talk about that. So, but I will tell you the second shlok. So if you can write there, what does the second shlok says? It says, O Pandava, please know yoga. So in this he says, please know yoga, which they call renunciation. No one barely becomes a yogi who has not been renounced thoughts. So that was the translation of second. So, O Pandava, please know yoga, which they call renunciation, comma, no one barely becomes a yogi who has not been renounced thoughts. The person who has not renounced the thought cannot become a yogi, so cannot do the meditation. In this chapter, most of the time when you hear yogi, he's talking about the person who is doing meditation, right? So it's not always the one that he's talking about yogi in last chapter, right? Last chapter, yogi was more about karma yogi, right?
The eightfold is in 3.
Huh?
The eightfold yoga system is in
3 shlok, right? Yeah. Okay, so I already taught you the second shlok. So let's get to the third one. Okay. We ready for the third shlok? Okay. Can anybody read the third one? Check it out if you guys can read it. Can anybody from online read the third one? Huh?
You never tell me. Mommy wants to do it.
If she says it, then only I will ask her
She
to do
made
it.
me do it one time.
I know. Okay. Anybody here in online?
Wait, what is slok 9 to 10?
What is slok 9 to 10?
I mean 10 to 18.
You want me to give you all the things?
Just 9 or whatever the next
10
one
to
is.
18 is external and internal disciplines for meditation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You want me to, Nanu, can you read that slok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arukshor Munir Yogam
Arurukshor muni yogam
Karma Karanamuchate
karma karanamujyate
Yoga
rudasya
Tasyeva
yoga rudasya tasyeva
Sama
shama
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 Karan Karanamujyate
shama karanamujyate. All together. Arurokshor munir yogam karma karanamujyate yoga rudasya tasyeva shama karan karan कारण नहीं है कारण रा नहीं है बेटा र है र
It's a rod.
आनी है आनी
There's
है
an A.
no but there is r
Oh, there's no thing called A.
I know so karanam uchyate okay. As this is a new way for we're going to be studying the shlok, as we know the word meaning also, I want you to focus on the word meaning first, right? So we're going to start with aruroksha. Aruroksha is wishing to climb, right? So the first word aruroksha means wishing to climb up. So the person who is wishing to climb up, that's what he is referring for. Muni, where there is muni, it means the person who is meditation or the sage that we are talking about. The person. Muni is the person who is a sage person is known as Muni. Right?
Wait, can you slow down?
Yeah.
What is Aruksha?
Aruruksha means wishing to climb up. So the wish to climb up is Aruruksha. And then yogi, we talk about Muni. Yogi here is attaining the meditation yoga, right? So yoga here is always talking
What is
about
Muni?
dhyan.
Muni.
Munir is the sage.
And then yoga
Is the yoga of meditation, attending the yoga. Karma is always what? Now you guys know what karma means. Actions, yes. Karma is action. Karana means means. So karana means the mean. Uchyate means is said. Like it's been said. Like it has been told. So it has been told. So that means it is said. Then again it says yoga rudasya. Right? Yoga rudasya is one who has attained yoga, who has already been accomplished. That is yoga rudasya. Right? Then tasya means his, eva means even. So tasya and eva separately. And then sham means quietude.
What does Tasya Eva mean?
Tasya eva means his, even. And shama is quietude. Karana again, karana means
His
mean.
His even?
No.
What does that mean?
When I will tell the whole thing, you will put it together. Because sometimes what happens, the word are written here and there, right? Like how I say, I live at 308 Palaxi, right? Then in Hindi, you don't say, मैं रहती हूँ 308 Palaxi पे. You will say, मैं 308 Biloxi पे रहती हूँ. The words change, right? Their placement changes. So when we talk in Sanskrit and when we convert it word to word meaning and you put together, it doesn't make a sense. But when you understand the whole thing, then it will make a sense, right? You got it? Karana and Uchyate, again you got that. Karana means and Uchyate means is it being said, right? So the whole meaning of the shlok is quietude, like silence, no action, inaction.
It says cessation of all material activity.
Yeah, all the action.
So
Stop,
no action.
inaction.
Stop action.
Inaction.
Okay,
Yes, inaction or quietude.
Opposite of karma.
Right? Okay. So then what happens? The meaning of the shlok is for a muni, a sage, right, who wishes to attend the yoga, who is wishing to attend doing meditation like all of us, right? Who wish to attend the yoga of meditation, action is said to be the means, right? The action is said to the means to attaining the yoga. And to sage that who has already attained the yoga, inaction is said to be the mean. Very okay. I might have to write this down so you will understand. So this person, think about this. One Aruruksho, right? The person who is wishing to climb, right? So wishing to climb, this is the person that I said, like you and me and you, like who want to climb, who want to do meditation, right? So the person who is wishing to climb, their mean of action, their means is to do action.
Can you just like write the whole definition down?
Yeah, but listen to this and you will understand. So wishing to climb, the mean is action. The person who is already who already climbed, right? Attend the, what do you say? I would say who already climbed is better. Who already, one is trying to climb, right? And one already climbed. Their means is inaction. Shama. Right? Now see the difference, right? You know, when you are trying to climb a horse, right? You are trying to climb a horse, you put your feet in that holding thing, right? And then you jump up and climb the horse, right? So when you are climbing the horse, you have to do the action. But as soon as you establish on the horse, then there is no use of action anymore. You are sitting there, right? So you already climb. So the person who is wishing to climb, action is needed. But the person who already climbed, there is no action needed to that. Now, in this reference, listen, understand this thing. Think about that. When you go to India, anybody went to pilgrims, like to the temples, which is very high up high, and those ones, people have to walk miles and miles to go there, right? So when you go there, you have to work really hard. You do actions to reach there, right? But as soon as you reach in the temple, you go and sit down and just, see the God, and there is no action needed at that time. You are just, surrendering to God at that time, right? So when you are trying to climb some place, you have to do action, right? But when you already attend the climbing, the mean is inaction. So what he is saying, the person who doesn't know how to do meditation, he wants to do meditation, then a lot of actions is needed. Right? The person who already is at the point where he can do meditation quietly, then there is no action needed for that. Simple, right? Simple logic. When you are studying for an exam, right, what happens is you study, lot of action needed, right? As soon as you finish the exam, what happens?
You don't need
The peace comes and no action needed, right? Yeah.
Can you say all the categories for chapter 6?
Six categories. Okay, Sean will say it because he wrote it. Let me see if he wrote correctly.
Okay, yoga rises to become jnani, 1 to 9. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Internal and external disciplines of meditation, 10 to 18. Okay.
Can you be louder? Risha, can you hear him? No? Can you be louder so Risha can hear too?
Yogi rises to become Jnani, 1 to 9 verses. Internal and external disciplines of meditation, 10 to 18. Controlled mind remains peaceful, 19 to 24.
Controlled mind?
Remains peaceful.
Like controlled mind.
Yeah, controlled mind.
The second one?
Turn the volume up on that.
Volume can't.
Oh. The other one is up. Like this one, yeah? Go, that one's up. No, not that one, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Ask her what she said.
The second one, Raja?
The second, yes, the third one.
Yeah, the second one is internal and external disciplines for meditation.
Meditation reveals self in one and all. Meditation reveals self in one and all.
That's the strokes.
25 to 32.
32.
32.
Okay. The third one is controlled mind remains peaceful.
Okay, fifth one.
Hold on. Oh, you get it.
Can a restless mind be controlled?
Then the fourth one,
33 to 39.
Oh no, I don't have space.
you guys ready for the fourth one? Okay. The fourth one is meditation
And the last one?
reveals self
Yogi.
in one and
Unites
all.
with Brahma. 40 to 47.
First write the topic and then I will tell you the shloks. Then the fifth one is, can a restless mind be controlled? The fifth one. And the sixth one is, yogi unites with Brahman. Got it? So the first topic is from 1 to 9. The second topic is 10 to 18. I'm getting balloons on my thing. I don't know how.
Because you're doing some hand thing.
Oh, really? And the third one is 19 to 24.
That's tight.
And the fourth one is 25 to 32. The fifth one is 33 to 39. And the sixth one is 40 to 47.
This is kind of
Okay, let's do that. So we got Aruruksho. Aruruksho is wishing to climb, right? Desire to climb. The person who desires to climb, action, and the person already climbed up is inaction, right? They don't need any action. One who is trying to meditate means karma yogi. So one already established means karma sannyasi. So this become karma yogi now and this become karma sannyasi, right? So when last chapter we talk about karma yogi and karma sannyasi, so this is karma yogi and this is karma sannyasi, right? So we got that going. Now what happens is, you know, when they ask there was a very big Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who was asked that, hey, what do you do, how long do you do meditation? And he says, I'm doing 24/7. Somebody cannot do 24/7. What he meant is, like, you know, to do that 30 minutes of meditation, you have the 23 hours and 30 minutes of purity, preparation. then only you can do 30 minutes of meditation. So all your 24 hours you should be living purely in serenity, then only your meditation of 30 minutes can be done, right? So we can do, oh okay, you know what, a lot of people, you go to a gym and they have a meditation classes, and people do meditation classes and just say close your eyes, see, find peace in yourself, and this and that, and they can, but that's not the meditation he's talking about. There are a lot of meditation that they can do, like I need calm my mind, or I need my anxiety has to go away, I need a peace of mind, I need to focus more, that's why I want to do meditation. All those meditation are very basic meditation, right? What Bhagwan here is talking about, beyond that meditation there is another Vedic meditation. That's what he's talking about. So we need to understand the difference between what everybody talk about meditation and what Gita is talking about meditation. There is a huge difference, right? So we need to keep that in mind. Now somebody will say, okay, I already understand this, I'm already here, right? Then God says, ha ha ha. God laugh at you, and God say, hold on, hold your horses, let me tell you what are the characteristics of this person. Then you decide whether you are here or you are here, right? So in next slok, God will explain a little bit characteristics of this, and then we need to decide where are we. So if we are here, we need a lot of actions to do. Like what are the action? Action is not regular action that I need to brush my teeth and take shower and do and go to school and do everything and then come home and do some chores with my mom and do my homework and go home. That's not the action that he's talking. He's talking about karma yoga, right? Devoting all your action to God, and then what other thing is not attached with the results of God. So that's what he's talking about here. If you do that, then only you are already climbed. And when you are already climbed, then inaction comes in the role. Right? You got it? Yeah.
Oh, I thought characteristics to do meditation was in the first and second slope.
Yeah. But how to decide whether you are here or here?
Okay.
Right? So that's where we're going to go. We accidentally had a big issue technical today, so we started very late. So I don't know what time it is. Can we do?
We started at
3:35.
3:40. Okay. No. But what is the time? Can we do one more sloka?
It's 4:20.
Okay. Okay, it's almost there, but let's start the next slok and then we will finish it next time. Okay, let's do the slok number 4. Ready? Who's gonna read it? Anybody here? This is a little easy one. Anybody can read, not hard.
You've never read one.
Okay. Anybody from online?
Just choose someone.
Huh?
Just force on it.
Anybody in online can read it?
Choose someone.
Huh? Choose somebody. Reha, you want to read it? Sure want you to read it.
No, I don't.
You want to read it? It's very easy. Okay.
Yada hi
nendriyarteshu
nakarmashu anushchate
na karma swanushchate
sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudrastadochyate
yogarudasya dochyate. Very good. See? Beautiful. Okay, all together. Yada hi nendriyarteshu na karma swanushyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yogarudastadochyate. Okay, so now here the meaning of slok, let's first write it down. What are the meaning of the words, and then we will start with it. So yada is when. Yada is always going to be when. Krishu, tera book yahin pada hua hai, agar if you want to bring it. Yada he is always indeed. It's just an expression. Yada hi nendriyartheshu Na indriyartheshu. It is na and indriyartheshu. So na is separate. Nendriyartheshu ki jagah kya hai? What is it is? Na indriyartheshu. So na means no. Na is always in Sanskrit means no. Indriyartheshu. Indriyartheshu means indriyartheshu hota hai wahan every time it is sense objects or senses. It's going to talk about either sense or senses. Indriyarth is the sense.
Wait, what is yada means when, right?
Yada means when. He is indeed. Na is separate means no.
No senses.
No sense objects. No
Sense gratification.
in sense objects. Yeah. तेरे gratification लिख रहा? Your book has gratification. Okay. Then again it says na karmeshu. Na again no. Then karmeshu means karma is action, right? Inaction. So na karmeshu becomes inaction, right? No action. Then anushyajate means is attached. Attachment is anushjate. Then sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Sankalp you already know. What is the word sankalp means? Last श्लोक में अपने संकल्प नहीं second श्लोक में था संकल्प. हाँ?
What is the new such a thing?
अनुसचित attachment.
What's indriyartheshu?
It's the sense objects.
Sense?
In sense objects. So now sarva sankalp is all the thoughts, right? We renounce the thoughts, right? He says so. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi is, first of all, sannyasi is a person, right? So we will say one who has renounced all the sankalpa. So sarva sankalpa sannyasi means one, the person who has renounced all the thoughts, right? Then yoga ruda. Yoga ruda again established in yoga. You remember last time also yoga rudasya word came up.
Yeah.
In last slok, now it again came up. So roda rudasya means who already established in yoga, right? And then again the last one uchyate is said, right? So if you put together, what does it say? When a man is not attached either to the sense object or actions. So the man is not attached to either the sense organ, sense objects or actions, and has renounced all the sankalpa, means has renounced all the thoughts, then he is said to be established in yoga. Okay? So he's saying that this stage, if you want to be in this stage, what do you have to do is first not attached to any sense objects, not attached to any actions. Where did I put the pen? So if you want to be, what the characteristics of this one is? Not attached to any sense objects, not attached to any actions, when you know, what do we say? The I-ness goes away, right? You remember from last chapter, I-ness goes away when you don't attach to actions. I did it. That doesn't come, right? So not attached to any actions, right? And then renounce the renunciation of all the thoughts. It's the same characteristics that God said in earlier shlok, these two, but then he added one more in this one. So if you want to be, are you already established in yoga? Then you have to have this more characteristic of non-attached to the sense of objects, right? Because he already said, you remember in first two characteristics, what were they? In first two shloks?
Performs all duty without worrying about food or
Yeah, that was the one. And then what was the second one?
Person who doesn't do actions can't do meditation.
Yeah. But what was the second characteristic he said? Who renounce all the thoughts, right? So all the thoughts renounce is right here, right? Not attached to the action. Those two characteristics you already mentioned it on slok 1 and 2. Now he also added to be established in yoga. Not for this part. This part you are good with those two characteristics. But if you want to be like, oh, I am already established in yoga, then you have to have this one also. Right? So now you can judge yourself whether you are ready for this or you are ready for this. Right? That's how it is. Okay. Let's close. Vasudevasutam devam kamshachanuramardhanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadguru gurur brahma gurur vishnu guru devo maheshwara guru sakshat para brahma tasmai shri guruve namo. Krishna arpanamastu. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. See you next week. Bye. Bye. दरवाजा नहीं खुल रहा राजा. Can you fix it one more time?